to today's quote and meditation. So today's quote is actually it's a poem instead. This poem is by Victoria Erickson, who I really enjoy. And here it goes. How can you hold things safe and steady with others if you don't hold things safe and steady within yourself? How can you swim deep into a soul when you can't grasp or ignite your own? This is why we do the work to become. Because love. Because none of us are truly happy with shallow existences. But without first knowing ourselves, we'll get trapped in tiny ponds when all we've ever longed for was the ocean all along. I love that. I do love the ocean too, so I'm probably biased, but that poem gets me. It's gorgeous, I think. Anyway, so the meaning of the poem to me is kind of the meaning of life, isn't it? You know, to keep going deeper and deeper, to get to know ourselves deeper and deeper, you know, like layers of the onion, just keep peeling and keep peeling. And, you know, the more thoroughly we get to know ourselves on all the levels, the more love and the more compassion we have to give to the world, to give to the people in our lives, to give. You know, it's like the other day when we were, talking about to refill our well and pour from the overflow, not, the well and it's half empty kind of thing. So this is where, when I think back on my own life so far, the more content I am with myself, the more comfortable I am with myself in my own skin, it translates into, the more patient I am, the more loving I am, the more forgiving I am. It all, exudes externally in positive ways. So, part of our work here on earth is to keep going deeper. Turn over every last stone, make sure that there's nothing swept under the rug, deeper. If you're not sure what the answer is, deeper. Know thyself. That's somebody's quote, or I don't know if it's like I can't remember what they're called, but those Scottish kind of mantras with your last name, sort of like your tribal saying. And so as we're, as we get thoroughly comfortable with ourselves, it's almost like inherent that we can no longer stand to hide behind things. And so we show more of our soul, more of our true nature out into the world, because we are no longer, interested in playing small. Because once you have kind of expanded to a certain level, you cannot put that back in a box. There's no going back, right? So, we no longer stand behind, our kids, our families, our career, society's expectations, or our parental expectations, or anybody else's expectations. So we are just, we are firmly in our skin and unapologetically. And so we allow our vibrance to shine more and more, and our amazingness to come out in what we're doing more and more. And let's not, mince words here. Like, each one of us are miracles. We are powerful beyond measure, far more powerful than we even partially give ourselves credit for. And so with your one wild and precious life, like Mary Oliver says, it wants to be lived fully. Not just the length of your life, but the width as well. I don't know where I heard it, but somewhere somebody had said when, at the end of their life, they just want to drop dead and burst into like the ether, like basically disappear. And that is kind of exactly how I'd like to go. Just sort of completely like content and full of life and just like poof, time, like time's up. So, all joking aside, I'm here to remind you to come home to yourself. Keep coming home to yourself. Keep coming back. We've already talked about, life is cyclical and this is a cycle. You are centered and calm and clear with yourself. You go out into the world and it's a little chaotic and, things get a little mixed up and you come back to yourself and you reset and then you can go out again. But if you spend too much time externally and no time internally, you are going to be swayed by external circumstances and external demands, and they may or may not be in alignment with, what you're here to do and what your soul is calling you to do and what you are guided here to do. And so you got to keep coming back to yourself. You are your own safe harbor. So regardless of the weather, the sun is always shining above the clouds. And so rest in contentment, knowing that you have the power to tap into your silent wisdom, into your intuition, your inner stillness, whatever word you want to use. That is your superpower, and that will keep you sane, joyful, happy, content, and from that, externally, you can then present that to the world instead of the alternative. And you can do this whenever you want. So I hope this 4-day meditation experience has reminded you, in essence, that you are like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. You have always had the power. It is within you. So, and meditation is one tool that can, keep you anchored and tethered to yourself, to your inner wisdom. So now let's close our eyes and get comfortable. And we will start off with the 4 soul questions. And these are not meant to be answered or solved like some riddle. They're just meant to sort of throw out into the universe and let them float away, trusting that, you will be guided to do what you need to do when the time is right, and answers will come when the time is right. So let's just take a few deeper breaths. The first question is, who am I? Who am I? What do I want? What do I want? What is my purpose? How can I best serve? What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Now just let those questions float off into the ether. Let go of them. And we will start silently repeating the mantra. Today's mantra is Ahum Brahmasmi. It's my favorite one. Ahum Brahmasmi. It means I am the universe. Ahum Brahmasmi. I am the universe. So we'll silently repeat that to ourselves, and I will let you know when to let go of the mantra when about 10 minutes passes. Alright? Ahum Brahmasmi. Ahum Brahmasmi. gently let go of the mantra. And keeping your eyes closed, let's just take a few minutes, rest in being, and just savor the pure joy it is to just be breathing. I also, want to remind you that you are love and you are loved. You are a magnificent being. Just let that wash over you. As you go through your day, remember back to this morning and, I am the universe. How expansive that feels. How much pure potential lies in those words. Ahum, Brahmasmi. If you want to get back into your body a bit, open your eyes, wiggle your toes.